Spies. Those glamorous anti-heroes of the Cold War. They'll grease your palm, lead you up the garden path, then pull the scales from your eyes, only to immediately replace those scales with wool. In this regard, our hero David Cornwell was no different. A diplomat by day, reporting on his German counterparts by night. But, unbeknownst to all but his superiors, he had a secret third identity. That of enigmatic author John Le Carré. This is the Penny Dreadfuls present Le Carré on Spying. Chapter 1. Once bitten, twice spy. Staying up late to report to the Secret Intelligence Service and rising early to work on his writing, David Cornwell's triple life was spreading him very thin indeed. By the spring of 1963, he had been in Germany for 2 years and was as exhausted as an elderly crab on a treadmill.
Evening, Mrs. M. Lovely to see you.
Oh, hello, David.
Sorry I'm a little late. I couldn't find my shoes. I don't know where my head is these days.
It's there, dear. It's just above your shirt.
In the end, I had to fish out my emergency brogues.
Oh, dear. They are horrible. How's the embassy?
Same old. Still desperately grovelling cap in hand for the Germans to let us join the single market. You know, the stuff of a young graduate's dream.
Yeah, I had a young graduate's dream once. Ridden around the quad I was, naked except for a mortarboard and a pair of slippers, and then a giant cat squashed us.
Right, that's not quite what I meant.
Not interrupting anything, I hope?
Peter. My word, Peter bloody Tempest.
David Cornwell, as I live and breathe. Come here, you old rascal.
It's so good to see you. What on earth are you doing in Bonn? I thought they had you dodging Soviet bullets in Berlin.
Oh, they do. They do. Evening, Mrs. M. Looking as ravishing as ever.
Oh, Peter, you tease.
I told myself...
Ravishing.
Right, well,
Ravishing.
shall we go in?
Probably best.
Ah, Tempest, Cornwell, have a seat. Let me get right to the point. We have a mole in the department.
Oh, no. Not another one.
I know. What with Philby vanishing and old bugger Blake turning out to be a silver-tongued secret stealer, I'm starting to doubt going to San Moritz together for the weekend is enough of a vetting process.
Well, I'm not a double agent, sir. I'd rather twang my scrotum on a gate.
Well, that means a lot to me, Cornwell. But President Kennedy is gracing Berlin with his presence this weekend, so the eyes of the entire world will be watching. One slip up, and we're on a powdery black run without any goggles. Flying headlong towards oblivion with very sore eyes. Swish, swish, sliding.
Yes, sir.
Tempest, you've been conducting the hunt so far. Why don't you get Cornwell up to speed?
Oh, thank you, sir. I've been putting out bait in West Berlin for the past few months.
Would you mind using the slide projector?
The slide projector, sir?
Yes, it's how I always do briefings. Seems a bit of a waste to abort it otherwise.
Right, yeah, it was just I didn't bring any slides.
Nonetheless.
Okay, as I was saying...
Lovely.
It's taken months of work to get our mole to trust the information I've been leaking is genuine. The final stage is getting him to come out in the open and risk it all for something big. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's the stuff.
Right, so what do you need from me? Keep my ears open for any rumblings amongst the German civil service?
Not quite. I've got a trap for our mole in Berlin tomorrow night. Need your help in springing it.
Me?
I'm not asking you to ski down the steps of Sans Souci or seduce a sultan in the chalet steam room wearing only your skis. Just help Tempest catch this mole red-handed.
Of course, sir.
Tempest. Oh. Oh, hot tamale.
You laid it on a bit thick back there, old chap. I'm not sure I am the best man for this job.
Top brass likes to think everything's in safe hands. And besides, it's a good excuse to spend some time together again.
Did they put you up anywhere nice?
God, no. Same place they always do. A leaky narrowboat just over the bridge. It's called Neptune's Regret.
So what's the plan for the trap, I mean?
Okay, get this. There's a swanky event going down in West Berlin tomorrow night. I've leaked word that a briefcase of top-secret documents is going to be exchanged at that party. Knowing our mole, he'll think he can blend into the crowd and intercept the package. I've booked you into the Hotel Fürzegeruch for the weekend. The briefcase and everything we need's already in your room. So
What's in the briefcase?
Has to be something tasty, or, you just take one look and scarp us, so...
Peter?
I may have borrowed some confidential files from London.
What?
Just a few deep cover agents, real identities, and contact details for their friends, families, and dogs. Put them back when we're done, it's fine.
You've not changed. Still reckless, Peter. It's like when you used to try and swim across the Thames in one breath.
The Thames isn't that wide in Oxford.
It was frozen. I had to smash the ice to let you out.
Peter Tempest lives on the edge. That's why he's the best. Besides, I have a secret ingredient that guarantees our success.
Which is?
The briefcase is bright tangerine.
That's it, a tasteless briefcase. That's your secret ingredient.
We're never going to lose sight of that in a crowd. Whoever leaves that cinema with a tangerine briefcase is our mole. Bish bash bosh, everyone loves Peter Tempest.
Unless he's already onto you, of course. You could well smell a trap.
No, rubbish. Nobody outsmarts Peter Tempest.
Oh, blast. Sorry, it's never done this before. Must be the fog.
The fog? What kind of car can't handle fog?
Tempest seemed shaken by something. He had the rigid bearing of a man about to meet his girlfriend's extended family or step into a South American lift. He was anticipating a very real threat to his life.
I don't understand it. She's not let me down once since we rolled off the ferry.
Well, don't panic. It's not like we're under attack.
My God, Peter!
Get down! There's a gunman in the fog. It's just a flesh wound. Glance my left shoulder. I'll be all right. Damn, he brought a second bullet! We must be dealing with a professional. For God's sake, get us out of here.
Come on, you damn thing, start!
I'll pump the gas. You get out and push.
Go out there, are you mad? Someone's shooting at us.
Well, I'd do it myself, but I have 2 bullets in my body!
Oh, God! Oh,
Come on, put your back into it. If we can't get this thing started, we might just be able to make it out.
Peter!
It's all right. He got me in the chest that time. Luckily, that's where I keep my sternum. Otherwise, I'd have been in real trouble. Looks like Lady Luck is once again smiling on Peter. Oh, yeah, that's one hit. Oh, you don't walk those off.
There. Starting to move. I'll have us out of here in a...
Cornwell had never seen a man's head explode before. It struck him as rather like leaving the lid off a food processor full of eaten mess. Though why anyone would put eaten mess in a food processor, thought Cornwell, is beyond me. This line of thought was most likely a coping mechanism. Before he could think clearly, a ruby-red Mercedes sped towards him out of the mist.
Crumbs!
Cornwell dived out of the way just in time as the mysterious attacker continued his relentless assault, ramming his car off the bridge. And into the deep waters of the Rhine below.
Oh, crumbs. Peter! No, he might be all right. Many people survive severe head injuries and falls from that height into freezing water. Yes, everything will be fine.
Moments later, Cornwell found himself in a public phone box, out of breath and sweating profusely, much like the patrons of public phone boxes today.
Hello? Minimax Fire Extinguishers?
Mrs. M, it's me.
Oh, hello, David. Help yourself to biscuits.
I'm on the phone.
Yes. How is the mole hunt going? Are you making yourself useful, are you?
Tempest is dead.
Please hold.
Come on.
Cornwell, Mrs. M told me the news. Where are you?
In a phone box, sir, on the west bank of the river, near the Opera House.
You'd better get out of there. The last thing we want is you being questioned by the police.
Yes, sir.
Leave Bonn for a couple of days. I'll deal with this.
Thank you, sir.
Damn it. Tempest was one of our best. Well, maybe not best, but he was certainly enthusiastic. Keep your wits about you, Cornwell. They could be after you next.
His head spinning, Cornwell speed-walked the river path back to his lodgings in Bad Godesberg. As he passed the mooring stations, he was upset to see Tempest's narrowboat. The Neptune's Regret still sat bobbing in its berth, as if it should somehow have miraculously vanished with him. But a sudden movement in the amber cabin window sent a shiver up his spine. He was in no state to tackle an intruder. He was still a little sore from diving onto tarmac, an act that in Cornwell's mind had been ruggedly sexy, but in reality looked like a penguin tripping on a bun. However, his adrenaline drove him on to investigate.
Peter, I've been waiting for you, my darling.
Oh, God.
I'm in the bedroom, which is also the kitchen. God, this boat is the worst. Oh, get out! I'm in my nighty clothes! Polizei! Polizei!
Please don't scream. My name's David Cornwell. I'm a colleague of Peter's.
Oh, so you are a spy too?
No, definitely not. He really shouldn't have talked to you about that.
Peter tells me everything. I am his fiancée, Lisbeth Marler.
A photo of Peter and the woman together on a filthy coffee table confirmed her story, and that the two of them had spent some time on a filthy coffee table.
Pleased to meet you, Miss Marler.
You cannot stay, Mr. Cornwall. Peter will be back soon to cook me toast Hawaii. It is ham and cheese on toasted sliced white with a cherry on top. Peter says it's what the movie stars eat.
Cornwell's throat dried. As bleak as her evening plans already sounded, he was about to shatter this poor girl's world.
I'm sorry, Miss Marler, but Peter is not coming. He's dead.
Dead? No.
I was there. He was shot 5 times, and then pushed off a bridge in a car. And then the car exploded.
Did he suffer?
Yes. Yes, he did.
Oh, mein Gott.
Do you mind if I have a look around?
Lisbeth did not answer, but crumpled onto the bed like a deflating pastry lost in thought. Cornwell found only one item of interest. On the bedside table, food prep area, there was a day planner with a single entry, Find Brillen Bar, written in Tempest's unmistakable scrawl.
What is that?
Just a diary entry for tomorrow. It says, Find Brillen Bar. Oh, he must mean Brillen Beer. He's missed the umlaut off the A. German never was his strong suit.
Brilliant beer? It means spectacled bear. Why would Peter want to find a spectacled bear? They're the worst of all bears. They have short faces and they're quite small. I need to calm down.
Brillen Beer must be the code name of the mole he was after. Most likely the same man who killed him. Miss Marler, this is very important. Did Peter meet with any unsavory characters in Berlin?
Only Joseph Kozlov.
Joseph Kozlov?
Yes, they would play strip croquet together. Why? Do you know him?
Only by reputation. He's a Russian smuggler, runs contraband between East and West Berlin. Thank you, Miss Marler. You've been most helpful. I'm sorry to have been the bearer of such sad news.
Please, Mr. Cornwall, don't go. I cannot stay on this boat tonight alone. Not after what has happened.
I would offer to drive you back to Berlin, but my car just exploded in a river.
We could take mine, although I am far too drunk to drive. I've been pounding the baby shams pretty hard, waiting for Peter to get back. It made his frantic, unfocused lovemaking so much easier to ignore. But if you wouldn't mind doing the honors?
If I wouldn't mind driving the car. I see.
Please, and in return I could show you how Peter made contact with the Russian.
Cornwell paused. Could he go to Berlin? Bonn had its sinister underbelly for sure. Smiling diplomats and public servants who only 20 years previously had been grinning on behalf of the Reich. But Berlin was something else entirely. A slithering viper's nest of spies atop a powder keg of thermonuclear proportions. As Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev had once said, "What a stupid place for snakes to nest."
Please, Mr. Cornwall, I know no one else in Bonn. Won't you help me get home?
Chapter 2. Red Spy at Night, Shepherd's Delight.
You can put my coat over you if you're cold.
Thank you.
Had you known Peter long?
Who is Peter Long?
Peter Tempest. Had you known him a long time?
Only 4 weeks. He saw me on stage at an experimental theatre night, playing a tent peg who only speaks the truth.
So you're an actress?
Trying to be. After the show, Peter came backstage and said I was the most beautiful piece of camping equipment he had ever seen. I know it was a line he must have used on many girls, but looking into his eyes, I felt like I had known him my entire life, like he was a handsome friend of my parents who started hitting on me the day I turned 16.
I don't know how I feel about that.
He proposed 2 weeks later. I thought we would grow old together.
Cornwell looked into Lisbeth's sorrowful eyes, and a pang of affection shot through him. A primal yet adolescent desire to protect her from harm. He felt 10 years old again, and had an overwhelming urge to show her his pencil case.
We're coming up on a checkpoint. Just remain polite and ordinary, nothing too showy. My documents are in my coat pocket.
Oh, okay, is this them?
No, that's my notebook. Put it back.
Hey, this page has my name at the top. She was a tall girl, ungainly, with long waist and long legs. Ungainly? What is this?
Lisbeth, I'm a writer. The character's name is Liz. It's just a coincidence. Now is not the time for this.
What sort of stories do you write if you are a writer?
Spy stories.
Like James Bond.
No, James Bond is not a proper spy.
Oh, yes, he is. He has a tiny lady's gun.
That is not...
And he wears nice suits.
Yes,
and he
but...
travels all over the world.
He's not a spy! Spying's about subtlety and deception, making your opponent believe they're acting in their own self-interest when they're really acting in yours. It is not marauding around without a plan, having car chases, and somehow carrying around the precise gadget you just so happen to need to escape a bizarrely specific scenario. James Bond is total toss!
Oh, the checkpoint's coming! Break!
Oh, yep.
Good evening. Is everything all right? You appear flustered.
No, officer, quite all right. Better than all right, even. Incredible. How are you?
I'm cold and miserable. Your papers, please.
Yes, of course. Lisbeth, you have my papers.
No, I don't.
Now is not the time to play at games, Lisbeth. Give the nice man my papers.
I'm telling you, they're not here. Maybe you left them in your car.
What? But my car's at the bottom of the ride.
Interesting. Step out of the car, please, sir. I will not ask you twice.
As Cornwell reached the door handle, he suddenly caught sight of a sinister figure seated a couple of cars back, watching him with interest. A gaunt and pale man that somehow reminded him of a vampire, only without the cape or teeth, and in a Volkswagen Beetle.
Hey, are you listening to me?
Yes, sorry, you have my full attention.
Forgive my husband, officer. He's a little distracted because my poor invalid mother is very sick. He used to sing for her when he was a child and believes that if she were to hear his voice one last time, it may bring her some peace. Please, won't you let us go to her?
I may be ruthlessly abusive of my tiny amount of power, but my heart is not made of stone. You may go. If you sing for me.
What? Really?
You think just because I'm cold and unfeeling, I do not like music?
Right. Our great Mikado, virtuous man, when he to rule the land began, resolved to try a plan whereby young men might be.
You have the voice of an angel. I cannot bear to hear anymore. Go to her. Go to her invalid's mother before it is too late.
They arrived in Berlin around 6 a.m., and, true to her word, Lisbeth guided Cornwell through Tempest's odd process for getting the Russians' attention. By 2 p.m., having left the requisite postcards at accident blind spots and thrown specific niche pornography over a vicarage wall, the meeting was set. Leaving Lisbeth in the car to sleep off her baby shangover, Cornwell set out to meet the mysterious Mr. Kozlov.
Hey, you leave me postcard of cat in flower pot?
Yes, they were all out of fish bowls.
That's cool. I am Joseph Kozlov, and this is my cousin, Piotr.
Hello!
You want to pull Christmas cracker with me?
You brought your cousin with you to a covert rendezvous.
I cannot leave him at home. He would drink all of my booze.
Yes, I would. I will drink it right down.
I would give you such a smack if you drank my booze.
I would not care. I would be full of booze.
You see? Piotr, this is Mr.
Cornwell.
Cornwell. He is a spy.
Hello, spy.
Could you not broadcast that to the whole bloody park, please?
Calm down, Mr. British stick. You're in Berlin now. Since the wall went up, everyone here is a spy. Those two men feeding ducks?
Spies.
That woman by the bin?
Spy.
Even Piotr is spreading dissent amongst factory workers in Leningrad for CIA.
They pay me in American chocolate. It is fine.
So, you want to pull Christmas cracker with me or not? I found it in a gutter.
Look, I was rather expecting our meeting to be a little less conspicuous.
What about you? You're wearing black shoes.
They're my emergency brogues.
They do not go with your suit at all. It is very distracting.
You're the one wearing an eye patch.
I cut myself shaving.
Listen, I'm an associate of Peter Tempest.
Oh, okay. You probably want the invitation to film premiere I have made for you, yes?
Things have become a little more complicated. Tempest is dead. I think someone called Brillenbeer killed him. Have you heard that name before?
No.
If I can find Brillenbeer, maybe I can bring him in. Stop him tying up any more loose ends.
I like the sound of that. I'm not dead in that scenario at all.
And neither is Piotr.
No one cares about Piotr.
You wonder why I drink.
Okay. Here is envelope with your invitation. Go stop the bad man.
Thank you.
This does not come for free. You must do something for me in return.
Oh, go on then.
Yay! All right! A tiny comb!
The hotel room was indeed booked in Cornwell's name as promised, and sure enough, there on the bed sat Tempest's tangerine briefcase, a dinner suit in Cornwell's size, and a half-eaten sausage. They seemed almost like gifts from beyond the grave, willing him to finish the job, except for the sausage, which at best was a bit rude. The film premiere was in 2 hours, and Cornwell was already beginning to flag.
Guten Abend, mein Herr. Welcome to Hotel Ferskeruk.
I'm telling you, that's nonsense.
What
man.
can I
You're
get for you?
talking nonsense.
Cup of coffee, please. I'm dead on my feet.
What do you think, British? Who wins the Cold War?
I think it might all be a little more complicated than we can put to rights over a drink.
It is not complicated. Let me show you how the world will end. 5 of these shot glasses contain schnapps. However, the 6th glass is tap water that my dog has dipped his willy into. Choose one.
Why do you have this set up?
That is another story for another time. Please, choose one.
I'm fine, thanks.
And so, the cautious English, knowing his irrelevance since his empire fell, bows out of the Cold War. But naive America remains in the game.
Okay, fine. I choose this one. Oh, man, that's not schnapps.
Oh, dear.
Foolish America. They are all dog willy water!
Thanks a lot, asshole.
And so America is goaded into a game with no winners. And in his anger, destroys the game.
Oh, man, my tongue tastes like Scampy knickknacks.
Cornwell suddenly realized he didn't care about any of this. And so left them to it. Across the room, Lisbeth sat at a table, her face stained with tears as she stared mournfully out onto the rain-soaked streets.
Lisbeth, what are you doing here? I thought you were going home.
I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about my Peter.
It's all right, I understand.
Why are you all dressed up? You look like a little James Bond.
Oh, please don't. Kozlov gave me an invitation to a film premiere tonight. Brillenbeer might be there, only I've no idea what he looks like, other than that he probably went to a British public school.
Oh, well, that shouldn't be too hard. How many English public school boys can there be in show business?
And the odds are skewed heavily towards him being a drunk or gay.
Oh. Why do you say that?
Both are remarkably well practiced at living a double life.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard. How many drunken homosexual English public school boys can there be in show business?
There's also something else. There was a man I saw last night at the checkpoint. Looked a bit like a vampire. I'm certain I've seen him somewhere before. I just can't quite think where.
Well, you must have met many British agents. Could he be Brillenbeer?
It's possible. Although he was in a different car to the red Mercedes from the bridge.
I want to help you catch him.
I really don't think that's a good idea.
He killed my Peter. If you do not let me help, then I will cry.
All right, you can come. I should probably check what film we're actually going to see. Don't want to be caught out before we even get inside. Ah.
What is it?
An invitation to the premiere of Dr. No.
Oh my God, we're going to meet James Bond!
Chapter 3. Shut your spies and think of England. The premiere was a lively affair, a real who's who of people born with symmetrical faces and people with money who like to stand near them.
This is so exciting.
I still can't believe they let us in.
We do have an invitation.
Yeah, but it's clearly written in biro. And it says Gary and Wendy Heptrouser on it. How Kozlov expected Tempest and myself to pass as a married couple is beyond me.
Well then, you're lucky I'm here, darling angel, love of my life.
Don't lay it on too thick. And remember, Brillenbeer could be watching. We're not safe here.
Oh my God, that is Ian Fleming. Ian Fleming is here.
So, of course, we had Bonn fight a giant mechanical dragon. It just seemed to me the sort of thing a spy would do.
Pathetic.
And there's Noel Coward.
And of course, I was offered the part of the titular villain Dr. No, but I always refused to play men with metal hands.
What's Noel Coward doing here?
Oh, he and Ian Fleming are best friends. They are neighbors in Jamaica. Oh, look over there. It's Marlene Dietrich.
Me dear Lily Mali. Me dear Lily Mali. I'm fine.
Your elbow pit is sweating. Are you nervous?
I'm just slightly bricking it that Brillenbeer might recognize me from our encounter on the bridge.
Can I help?
All right. Take the briefcase over to that cloakroom and check it in, then take your seat so that Brillenbeer thinks the coast is clear. I'll keep watch from this corner.
Check in the briefcase, walk away. Got it.
Hello there, Ian Fleming. I don't believe we've met. Are you, one of the backers?
Oh, just a really big fan. God, I love James Bond.
Oh, I am pleased, Mr...
Heptrouser. Gary Heptrouser.
Ah! The infamous egg pornographer.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to take your seats, I think we're about ready to begin.
As the glamorous assembly pushed and shoved to get inside, Cornwell was lightly knocked into a figure also loitering by the vol-au-vent.
So sorry.
Not at all.
In that instant, Cornwell found himself face to face with his pursuer from the Autobahn, the towering figure of the vampire.
You?
Before he could react, the mysterious gent had bolted for the balcony stairs. Instinctively, Cornwell gave chase up the stairway.
Sorry, excuse me.
Can I just squeeze past?
Through a nicotine-stained staff room.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, excuse me.
And up a ladder behind the silver screen.
Ever so sorry.
I do apologise.
Don't do it again.
It was the politest pursuit ever. Finally, on a gantry high above the anticipant audience, the vampire turned to face him.
You've been following me ever since I left Bonn. Why?
Could we not do this later? I was very much looking forward to the start of the picture.
It was you that night on the bridge, wasn't it? You attacked us from out of the fog.
Yes, it's just if I miss the setup at the beginning, I won't know what's going on the rest of the film.
Start talking, Brillenbeer.
I would seriously advise against stepping any closer. I don't want to hurt you.
With one karate chop to the vampire's neck, Cornwell lost all feeling down his right-hand side. Then, with the speed of a lorry driver eating a pepperami, he was enveloped in his quarry's tentacle-like arms.
What? Where?
He's coming too.
Welcome, Mr. Cornwell. We're so pleased you could join us.
Where am I? Why am I strapped to this chair? Who are you, and why are the lights all off?
You can helpfully describe your situation all you like, Mr. Cornwell. It won't make the slightest difference.
Who are you working for? The Stasi? CIA? The Volunteer Belgian Security Service? I won't be turned, you know, so you can save your breath.
Oh, so you're a spy, are you, Mr. Cornwell? How very interesting.
Shit. No, not necessarily. I'm a diplomat, so...
Start the drill.
Oh, God, listen, I don't know what you're after.
Power up the genital laser.
The genital laser, hang on!
Release the ravenous chinchilla.
Please, God, stop!
All right, that's enough. It's all getting rather too silly. Turn the lights on.
Ian Fleming? And Noel Coward? What the hell?
Yes, sorry about that, old boy. We're just having a bit of fun.
Harmless J-Pre, you're such a marvellous sport.
I thought it was all rather convincing as well until Noel's chinchilla impression.
I give magnificent chinchilla. I am renowned in Marrakesh for my chinchilla.
What is going on?
Well, I'm afraid you've been caught up in a gentleman's wager, old boy.
Ian simply loves to unmask promising new authors. Mr. Le Carré?
I read your book, Call for the Dead, and was utterly convinced you must be in the service.
He was obsessed with the idea.
Tracking down a real-life spy. Well, that's quite the challenge.
Far harder than unmasking Harper Lee last year, who turned out to be a woman called Harper Lee.
But I was attacked. The vampire.
Oh, you recognized him then. He will be pleased. Come on out, Christopher.
Hello. Christopher Lee, actor. How do you do? Perhaps you saw my Hamlet?
No.
Okay.
Christopher's my cousin. I've had him keep tabs on you since Bonn.
Sorry about the whole knocking you unconscious thing. I received some quite specific training during the war, and now I'm a tad lethal.
Yes, never approach him from behind.
It has made Panto very difficult.
So let me see if I've got this straight. You've uncovered that I'm John Le Carré, tracked me down in Bonn, followed me to Berlin, knocked me unconscious, tied me to a chair, and pretended to be camp supervillains.
That's just how I play them, dear boy.
All to win a bet. You've blown my cover as a spy and as an author. That's 2 covers.
Oh, don't worry yourself. Simply all authors are spies. Your secret's perfectly safe. During the war, I was in naval intelligence, leading a team of elite safecrackers parachuting behind enemy lines.
And I went to a lot of parties for MI6. A frightful bore, but one does what one can.
You'll be hard-pressed to find an author who wasn't also a spy. You see, Le Carré, you're in a rather elite group of remarkably overqualified people. I call us the League of Authors.
And I call us the Kissy Fun Commandos.
We'd like to welcome you aboard with a little gift.
A Rolex?
They're promotional items for the film. There's a little hidden surprise inside when you turn the bezel. And if you'd ever like to get in touch, you can use that.
What's it do? Fire a flare into the sky or something equally vulgar?
No, the number of my office is on a sticker on the back.
It's also a cigar lighter.
I thought you'd like it, seeing as how you're such a big fan of James Bond.
I want my briefcase of sensitive documents, and I want to catch the man who killed my friend. I don't want a sodding Rolex off the worst author since L. Ron Hubbard.
Oh, dear.
I think we might have taken this one a little far, Noel. He's clearly gone mad.
It's Roald Dahl all over again.
Look. I'll just pop the watch in your top pocket, and if you're worried about that hideous orange briefcase you had in the bar, I kept an eye on it for you.
Oh, thank God.
Yes, it's absolutely fine. I saw your female friend climb into a car with it as soon as you ran upstairs.
What?
Yes, a ruby red Mercedes it was. She seemed in rather a hurry.
A beautiful car in many respects, although the front grille was quite severely damaged. Perhaps it'd been in an accident.
Chapter 4. I spy with Spy Little Spy. Lisbeth had betrayed him, and now the top-secret documents were gone. How could he have been so trusting? Whoever the mole was, they were now long gone. Cornwell wondered if he should just return to Bonn and face the music.
Welcome back, mein Herr. Another coffee for you? Or perhaps something stronger? 2 coffees.
I need to use your phone, now.
Of course, here you go.
Hey, British is back.
Oh, good, you're still here.
Name's Alec Cadell, but you can call me Al. I'm an American man.
I really don't care.
Cornwell, where are you?
Sir, I've no time to explain that Mole was using Tempest's fiancée to keep tabs on him. Lisbeth Marler.
Damn fool, Peter. Damn sloppy.
Hey, man, I want you to know I don't usually go around drinking water that a dog's willy has been in.
Do you mind? I'm on the phone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Cornwell! Cornwell, are you still there? What was that about a dog's willy?
Nothing, sir. Tempest was using classified information as bait for the Mole, and Lisbeth stole it from right under my nose. I'm sorry, sir.
Damn it, Cornwell. You're to come in, you hear? I want you back in Bonn tonight.
But, sir, there's more I could do. I could look for the car or track down Lisbeth's address.
You've done enough damage. Stop pulling on this thread. That's an order.
I need a drink. Give me a beer.
Of course, mein Herr.
Hey, American beer for me as well, please, Frank.
Certainly, mein Herr. 1 shot of lager in a pint of fizzy water coming right up.
So, British, guess you want to hear my story, huh?
No.
Yeah, I was a communist. Didn't like what my homeland was doing to the world, so I left. But I can tell you, my mind was blown by what I saw on the other side of the Iron Curtain.
I'm sure you think listening to this is fascinating, but right now I'd rather be eating my own legs.
Hey, come on now. Mister, I'm only being friendly.
Well, I didn't ask you to be. In fact, in the whole history of your tawdry existence, I doubt anyone has ever welcomed your particular brand of overfamiliarity.
Oh, jeez. Crawled up inside your anal cavity and then passed away, only to decompose slowly over time. Man, he's not very chatty, this guy, huh?
I'm sure he's just had a bad evening. So, Alec, which of West Berlin's many alluring and forbidden night spots shall you be visiting this evening?
Well, you know, I don't know. There's so many to choose from. I mean, there's Knutschfleckers, Krabby von Hasselblatt's, Das Tanzhaus,
Oh, for pity's sake.
Klaus Raus und dieser Haus von Maus, Das Weatherspoons, Billy Bratwurst, Buckennock, Borsthalle, Sexgeist, Der Brillenbar, Der Spritzpalast.
What did you say?
Huh? Oh, Der Spritzpalast. Yeah, it's okay, but get a bit rowdy on ladies' night, so, you know.
Did you say the Brillen Bar? Brillen Bar is a place.
Yeah, it's a real awesome place. It means a spectacles bar.
Peter got the spelling right all along. How could I have made such a stupid assumption? Could you take me there? Right now?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you've just been real rude, and, you know, I got my pride, so...
I'll buy you 1 drink.
Well, let's get out of this place, okay? Let me squeeze my PVC lederhosen and let's go party!
Cornwell's peculiar guide led them to an alley in the French sector. Descending the stairs, they were admitted into an underground throng of costumed bohemians and gyrating young bodies.
Man, I can't believe I'm going dancing with a genuine prince.
I'm not a prince, I'm just British.
Yeah, same thing.
Wait a second, over there, behind the bar.
I am going to check the pumps, wink, wink. You keep an eye on the bar, Peter.
Okay, but I will drink all your booze, wink, wink.
You leave my booze alone.
Maybe I will, but I won't, wink, wink.
My God, that's Kozlov. What's his involvement in all this? He can't have murdered Tempest and then agreed to meet me the following morning, surely?
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
God, this music is terrible.
Yeah, I lost my virginity to a section of this song.
They followed Kozlov down some stairs and through that weakest of all security features, a velvet rope. At the bottom of another flight of stairs, they reached a strangely cold basement. Kozlov was nowhere to be seen, but out of the pitch darkness, a stale breeze was blowing.
Where'd he go?
Into the void. I think we've stumbled across how Mr. Kozlov smuggles things between East and West. That's a tunnel. A tunnel under the Berlin Wall.
Should we go in?
The notion chilled Cornwell to the bone, and yet for a moment he found himself strangely drawn to the idea. It was like staring into the eyes of an enemy you'd been hunting your whole life, and finding you felt like kissing him.
Someone's coming. Hide.
From out of the dark walked Lisbeth, tangerine briefcase in hand, accompanied by Joseph Kozlov, carrying a large military-style storage case.
I can't quite believe he fell for it. I told him I was an actress and he still trusted me.
I can't believe you told him that to contact me, he had to buy niche pornography and throw it over a vicarage wall. Anyway, here is your merchandise as promised. Would you like it gift-wrapped?
No, just deliver it to Peter Tempest's old apartment, flat 12, 75 Belziger Strasse, and make sure you're not seen.
Of course. Please, step into my office and we can finalize payment.
I hope the identities of some deep-cover British agents will cover it.
I only hope I have enough change. It's fine, I have plenty of change.
Come on.
Where are you going?
I need to see what Lisbeth is buying with that stolen intelligence. Quick, before they come back.
Whoa! That's a Dragunov sniper rifle, top-of-the-line piece of Soviet hardware. I mean, you could kill a man at 1,300 yards with one of these.
Why would Lisbeth want to smuggle a sniper rifle into West Berlin on the weekend that JFK is visiting? She's going to assassinate JFK, isn't she?
Cool.
No, not cool.
Oh, okay.
Why would she want to?
Well, don't you two make an adorable couple? The British secret agent in his dinner suit and the insane PVC lederhosen wearing Texan he picked up in a bar.
Okay, well, now, hold on now. We're getting our dance on later, so actually this outfit makes a lot of sense in that context. So actually, you're the one who now seems foolish.
We're not going dancing.
Well, okay, but if I was actually dancing, all right, you'd see it's a really great outfit. You know, I'd be all like, a pum pum pum, a pum pum pum, a dum 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 dum.
Can you please, no. Stop doing that! Sorry, you're popping out.
Oh, boy.
Now get in that storeroom before I shoot you. Kozlov,
Yes.
lock the dancing idiot up.
Hey, who are you calling dancing?
My pleasure. Come on, you.
Hey, I just want a night out. I don't know nothing. British, say something.
I'll be back to deal with you when it's all over. Goodbye, David Cornwell.
It's Cornwell!
Cornwell paced the room like a caged pony, his desperate steps pinging impotently off the concrete that would soon become his tomb.
There must be some way out of here. What would Tempest have done?
This train of thought only unsettled him further, recalling images of his drive with Tempest and their savage encounter on the bridge.
Think!
The more he focused, the clearer the graphic images became. Tempest was dead, and Cornwell had failed to prevent it.
Would you please shut up? Not everything has to be narrated like I'm the subject of a novel. I'm trying to think.
I know. I am your thoughts.
Yes, and you're annoying me. Not everything has to be sodding prose.
Well, I can think in poetry if you'd prefer. There was a young author from Poole who was acting a bit like a...
Thank you! I can do perfectly well without your contributions.
Fine, that I'm not the one having an argument with his own brain.
I am well aware of that.
Cradling his head in his hands, Cornwell slumped to the floor, the events of the past 24 hours flashing through his mind. Despite his perilous situation, some pieces of the puzzle just refused to slot into place.
You're still doing it?
Whistle, I'm trying to motivate you. I don't see why we have to stay in here. I know how to get out.
I know you do. I worked it out as soon as Elizabeth closed the door, but I'm not doing it.
Well, so you'd honestly rather die than escape that way?
It's not proper spying.
No, not this again.
Okay, so yes, there's a box of shotgun shells on that shelf over there. And yes, I could remove the shot and use the powder to blow open the lock and escape. But...
Yes?
I'd have to light it with this watch that Ian Fleming gave me. I mean, I'm wearing the exact gadget I need to escape. It's just too convenient. I refuse to maraud around from one problem to the next without a plan. I'll find another way. The George Smiley way.
This isn't a neat little puzzle from one of my books.
My books.
Whatever. In real life, plans get spoiled, and you have to improvise. Now stop living in a fantasy and go single-handedly save the world.
Fine. But I will regret this until my dying day.
That's the spirit. Yay. Chapter 5. No more Mr. Nice Spy. The crowds were gathering for President Kennedy's historic address at the steps of the Rathaus Schönenberg. Cornwell was running out of time.
This is it. 75 Belziger Strasse, just as Lisbeth said. Tempest's apartment is on the 5th floor. If I'm right, it'll give her the perfect vantage point to take the shot.
Well, this time, they're not going to take old Al so easily. I held myself to a few items belonging to that smuggler friend of yours. I'm packing some serious heat.
How many guns have you brought? That's crazy. You've only got 2 hands.
I'm a walking disaster area, baby!
You are, aren't you?
Utilizing one of the oldest breaking and entering tricks in the spy manual, buzzing every flat until someone lets you in out of laziness, Cornwell and Hidell made their way inside. On the 5th floor, they paused outside the door to Tempest's old apartment.
Okay, they'll be armed, so we'll have to take them by surprise. On the count of 3. 1.
Freeze, you pan-European son of a bitches!
Great, well done, Al.
I'm helping!
Hang on, where are they? The sniper rifle's here, but the flat's deserted.
Well, maybe they pussied out.
So close to the finish line. Not likely, how weird.
Yeah, we should wait for him. Set a trap. Okay, I hide in this here cutlery drawer. Aw, nuts, it's way too small!
You know, it's odd being in Tempest's home like this. I always thought of us as near polar opposites, but looking around, I suspect we actually had rather a lot in common. I've got these exact same sherry glasses and a similar taste in books. And look, he got his copy of Our Man in Havana signed too. In fact, I have that pullover, that comb, and that exact same photo of my mother. Wait a minute.
Oh my God. Tempest was banging your mama.
This is my pullover. And those are my shoes. I've been looking for those everywhere. No, this is bad. We need to get out of here right now.
Why?
I'm being framed. Oh my God.
Why so pale, David? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Peter?
Put down the guns, Mr. Hiddell. I assure you, you shan't get the drop on me. Especially since you're trying to wield 3 at the same time.
Do as he says.
So, Cornwell, here we are. Well done for getting to the end of my little treasure hunt. You were so perfectly predictable.
But I saw you get shot.
Merely a few well-placed squibs. A simple filmmaker's trick.
I saw your head explode.
Merely a well-placed false head. A simple filmmaker's trick. I swapped it in when you got out of the car. The insides were filled with eaten mess.
I knew it.
I had some help, of course, from a few close friends. You can come in now.
Welcome to the party.
Poor Mr. Cornwell looks so confused.
Well played, my love. You were sensational.
Thank you.
Yes, I planned the whole sorry story of the quiet and modest David Cornwell, who murdered a British agent, hightailed it to Berlin and bought a sniper rifle to kill a president. Well played, my love. You were sensational.
Thank you.
You wanted me to end up here?
Of course! Why else do you think the door to your cell was left so conveniently unlocked?
Well, because, wait, it wasn't locked.
Naturally, the most damning moments were all photographed and will be anonymously posted to SIS. Once President Kennedy is assassinated and you're seen fleeing the scene, the conclusions will be rather hard to ignore. Oh, yes. I'm going to let you run. Run for your life. You won't have to envy my dangerous lifestyle anymore. Think of it as a gift from an old friend.
Kennedy's about to take the stage.
Very well. Hand me the rifle. It's showtime.
Peter, don't do this. It'll mean nuclear war.
Why do you think I'm doing this? To prolong a Cold War? It's time we turn the heat up on this bad boy. We just need to compensate for wind speed.
Every good story needs an editor.
Don't move, David, or I shoot you.
So allow me to offer a little literary criticism.
I won't tell you again.
Firstly, it was all a bit linear. This led to that, which led to that, and so on.
What is he talking about?
He's just trying to stall for time. It's pathetic.
Secondly, what's my character's motivation? Nothing from my backstory suggests I'd want to kill JFK.
Stand back!
And thirdly, Peter, you really have to research your characters better. Because although you may have competently framed David Cornwell, you've not come close to defeating my alter ego, John Le Carré, master of espionage.
John Le Carré. Le Carré's French for the square, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, oh, hello, I'm Johnny the Square. God, even when you're trying to be sexily enigmatic, you're not sounding like a total dweeb.
Maybe you're right. But unluckily for you, this dweeb thinks ahead and has some very overqualified friends.
Nobody move, you bunch of toilets!
That's right, the League of Authors is here.
And me, the actor Christopher Lee.
Oi! Get your hands off me!
Please don't struggle. I'd hate to snap your head off.
This takes me back. You were right to call my office, Le Carré. Always have a backup plan.
Thanks, Ian.
Sorry, what the hell is going on? Why is Noel Coward here?
No coward goes wherever he pleases, dear boy. Now, drop the gun, or I shall be forced to shoot you in the dick.
Yeah, and all else helping too. Smoke bomb, baby!
Ow! What did you do that for?
I got overexcited!
I can't see a bloody thing!
You'll never take us alive!
It's a fire escape. They're running to the roof.
Cornwell raced after them with reckless abandon. Reaching the roof, it was clear his opponents had nowhere left to turn.
Well, this was a stupid place to run.
Come on, Peter. Step away from the ledge.
You can feel it now, can't you? The rush. Living from one moment to the next. It's like falling.
Steady, Peter. Put the gun down.
I know you, David Cornwell. A part of you wants me to shoot the president. Throw the dice on the whole world. That's why we all sign up. To do in the dark the things we tell each other are unthinkable.
I signed up for Queen and Country.
Ooh, Queen and Country. Pep, pep. Rubbish. You crave the danger same as me. You're just too cowardly to embrace it.
Darling, it's over. The plan failed, but we can still get out of here. We can be together. You, me, and Koslov. Just the three of us. Peter, I love you.
Oh, Lisbeth. Sweet, beautiful Lisbeth. That sounds really tedious.
No! Worst relationship ever.
You shot Lisbeth. Why would you shoot Lisbeth?
Peter Tempest does whatever he pleases.
But she tied the whole trio together. Without Lisbeth, it's just you and me. Like a bread sandwich.
Fine.
Ah! Oh! Tell Peter he can have my booth.
I will not bother, he can guess. See, David? In Peter Tempest's world, every moment matters. Join him. Cornball and the Tempest can run until their lungs burst and never look back.
Okay, I admit it. Sometimes things wear me down, and I want to do cruel, self-destructive, even poisonous things.
Thank you.
Sometimes we all need a rest from being sensible, but Peter, that's what the imagination is for. Now, if you can't see that, and you're drawn to pushing the self-destruct button on the civilized world, then I'm sorry. You're just not reading enough books.
Yeah!
Oh, God, you're all behind me. Oh, sorry, I didn't notice you arrived.
Well said, Le Carré. Writers are the best.
Now give yourself up, Peter. Some of us have got world-saving stories to finish.
Yes, like mine about a young girl called Polly and her spinster aunt.
Or my latest about a magical flying car. Yes, take that, fascism.
A magical flying what?
Car. It's called Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. You were right about James Bond. Far too fantastical.
But Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? What the hell is a Chitty Chitty Bang?
Ah! You shot me!
Peter Tempest? Really thought Peter Tempest could set you free? Such a disappointment.
You'll never get away. It's over.
But as always, Peter Tempest knows something you don't. That Peter Tempest cannot die.
What's that, dear boy?
Think about it. Peter Tempest has lived his whole life facing down danger at every turn. And how many times has Peter Tempest died? Peter Tempest will tell you, it's 0 times. That's mathematical proof, David. Peter Tempest is immortal.
Peter, that's insane.
Peter Tempest will never die!
Peter Tempest died.
Welcome back, Cornwell. How are you feeling?
A bit woolly, sir. It's been one hell of a weekend.
Well, no lasting harm done, I'm sure. Except to Tempest, of course. He landed on his coccyx from 5 floors up. Terrible way to go. Very sore. But you scuppered his plans, so that's 1 to us, I think.
He'd really lost his marbles doing this job, hadn't he, sir?
Oh, absolutely. Many do get addicted to the adrenaline, but that's all snow under the bridge now. You probably averted global thermonuclear war, so gold star for David Cornwell. Or should that be John Le Carré?
Yes, I'm sorry that got out, sir. But in all honesty, I I think I'm ready to take the plunge and risk being just an author. This life isn't quite my style.
Grasp the nettle, eh, good man? What's the latest book called again?
The Spy Who Came In From the Outside.
That's it. I have a feeling it'll do rather well, but might I make one slight suggestion of a change?
Oh, yes.
The Spy Who Had a Really Lovely Boss.
I'll certainly think about it, sir.
Good man. Well, make sure you drop in on us when you're up and about.
I shall do, sir. Thank you.
One last thing. That friend of yours, the American Alec Hiddell, at least that's the name he gave us, but his passport begs to differ.
What about him, sir?
He's about to get on a plane back to the States. I can have him picked up if you think that's a bad idea.
I shouldn't worry about him. He's just a confused man. We can't hold that against people, or we'd all be locked up. I'd let him go home.
Shall do. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if young Alec ended up in one of your stories. Or his alter ego, of course.
Why? What's his real name?
Lee Harvey Oswald. You know, I think this little adventure with you has rather rubbed off on him. He's applied to work for a publishing company in Texas.
Well, good for him, sir. Good for him.
The Penny Dreadfuls present Le Carré on Spying was written by David Reed. It was performed by the Penny Dreadfuls, Humphrey Carr, David Reed and Tom Tuck, with Margaret Cabourn-Smith as Lisbeth, Miles Jupp as David Cornwell, and the narrator was Mark Heap. It was produced by Julia Mackenzie and was a BBC Studios production.